Greetings, Earthlings! My name is Zero Jake and welcome back to Space Engineers. So, I'm in creative mode right now for something that's not based off of my survival series. Today we're going to see something to do with torpedo explosives. Now, usually you'd have Warhead attached to the front of a torpedo like this. A torpedo is something that's like either fired from a large ship or released by a smaller one. That then just goes in a linear path to hit a target. Well, this, what I've created, is exactly the same as you'd have normal torpedoes, so you'd have a reactor, a thruster, maybe some antenna stuff. But what I've also got here is a cargo module, or a cargo container. Inside this cargo container, you can see explosives. These are things that you need to build a warhead, and since when a cargo container gets destroyed, it spurts out all of its contents, then the explosives here will explode as well, deeper into the armor. So I've got two targets here. I've got a heavy armor and I've got a torpedo here, and I've got a light armor block and some torpedo here. Now the heavy armor is 10 by 10 by something that probably isn't 10, and then this one is just a huge slab of light armor blocks. So what we're going to do is we are going to test and see what kind of damage we can create with this new device. You can increase the amount of explosives that you want, and I think that it will increase the kind of impact. You need to have them separated out of different stacks, because when you drop an item, it stays in a stack, so you want to separate them as much as possible. You could actually separate them into like wands, so you could have like 5 wands. We'll see what that does later, but we'll test with 5 lots of 20. So this should jettison 5 projectiles. So let's access the control panel, go to the thruster, and give it an override. And let's see what damage. I'm not sure that worked. Give me a second. Right, so now let's see what this does. Let's thruster override and let's see the damage. It's a bit low there, but as you can see, it has made its mark and it's actually torn through all of this light hull. And this is a large armor block, so you could imagine what this would do to a small ship that's hit by it. And it's also giving it some momentum because of physics. But as you can see, it's punched straight through the armor. Now, if you say had a warhead, so I'll just go get a warhead. If you had a warhead here and just slapped it on the side, or a warhead on top of a torpedo, one thing that it would do is it would just explode on the spot. So if I just get my automatic rifle, blow this up, it will create an explosion like this, which is kind of spread out. But this is actually focused, and it will go and penetrate the armor. Whereas this one will just like do a blunt attack, which is kind of cool. Now let's see what happens if we use this heavy armor. Let's see how far this penetrates as well. So we're not making a dent in the armor, and therefore it's not exploding, which is very bad. Now what if we put a torpedo on the end? I mean a warhead, and have the warhead explode, and then unleash the stuff inside? That might be an idea. Right, so let's go in for the ram. Didn't really do that properly, did I? That's more like it. Okay, so it seems to have pushed it inwards. Right, let's see if we can get this to work as intended. So let's go to the other side and see how much it will penetrate. We don't want it that way around. Right, we need to rotate it. So there we go. Lovely rotating there. Good, right. That's the proper way round. Let's set it off using the thrusters, and let's see what we get to. Thrusters away. Okay, so as you can see, we've got even more penetration, and I'm thinking that we actually need more thickness to see how far this thing actually goes in heavy armor, because if it goes as stupidly fast as I believe it does, well, as stupidly far as I believe it does, then we've got a new contender for a good weapon. Here we go. Hopefully, yeah, this one's going to hit. It's got the right ammo. Let's see the damage. Right, so if we see from the damage here, I'm guessing I should get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 layers of heavy armor. 6 or 7 layers of heavy armor through. That's quite good penetration. And if you think in light armor terms, light armor is much better, and I'm sure that you could achieve better with more explosives in the ammo. In the what am I talking about? More explosives inside the cargo container. This has got 10 lots of 10 for explosives, so we need to check to see if it works at higher velocities. Right, let's see the damage. Okay, well, yeah. So velocity has something to do with it, but it looks like we get a bigger hole the larger the stacks, which is going to be good, especially for heavy armor. So if you go with the 5 stack of 20 kind of method, or you decide to add more stacks, that's what I recommend. So I will put this onto the Steam Workshop for you to try out yourself. Until then, my name has been Zero Jake. End transmission.